hypnotized.
All right, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of UpintheAir.stream. And in this episode, we are going to show you around a favorite of ours, and well, I should say a second time stay here at the Riviera RV Resort in Sunrise Beach, Missouri. And this is Lake of the Ozarks, and we were here 4 years ago and really enjoyed it. And it's taken us 4 years to get back here, but definitely worth it. So we've been here for a couple days. I'm gonna go ahead and flip you around so you're not looking at me the whole time. And we're gonna take a little bit of walk around the place and show you some of the amenities and the views. Chrissy's right there with little Wiley dog, walking him. And like I said, we've been here for a couple of days. We've done a pretty good amount of kayaking. We're gonna show you some footage of that as well. So the last 2 days we've been kayaking, and we did about 6 miles yesterday and about the same the day before there on the Hobie Mirage links. So we'll play some of that footage for you along with some music and show you how that has really been a great time that we've had out on the lake. And we'll show you the couple places that we've been, like pull-up lake restaurants that we've been to, the bar and grills. Has been really good. So what we're doing now is we're walking actually down towards the lake from our campsite. And this site right here is a permanent spot or a seasonal spot, and it is spot 14. 15 I don't believe is a seasonal spot, and we met some friends there. They have an Air.stream, a 25-footer flying cloud, and they've been on the road, they said, for 7 weeks now, so they've definitely been putting in a good amount of time on the road. And nice folks there. And so this is leading down towards the pool. All right, so here we are walking towards the pool, and this is the Campground of Hills. So if you don't have a golf cart, or if you're kind of challenged in getting around, this may not be as friendly for you as you would like. That hill there, the camera is really not doing it any justice. We'll definitely show you more of that later. That's actually how we had to get our kayaks down and back up. It's kind of why we're not probably going out on the water today, even though it's not supposed to rain today, just because our legs are so tired from going out. And then coming back too, as far as bringing the boats back up the hill, it's pretty brutal. So, but here we go around the corner here, and the retaining walls here are just unbelievable. The amount of engineering and that has gone into this place. I have to think that the owners knew how to run heavy equipment, and maybe that's why they decided to build this place. Because I can't imagine if you had no clue of how much it would have cost to run the equipment and engineer it. So I think they must have a background. I'm just assuming that, so I might be completely wrong with that. But yeah, whoever ran the equipment and engineered this place really was on their game for sure. So here we are going into the pool area, and it normally is not too busy. I think, you know, we're here on a Sunday, and yesterday even it wasn't busy at all as well. So there's quite a number of spots here that are seasonal spots, and really the majority of the place here are seasonal spots. But you still can, you know, get bookings. I don't know how hard it is to book at this location, since our booking was made quite some time ago. So I wish I could speak to that a little bit more. But as you can see here, they have like a fire pit there that you can put some wood in. They got a grill available to you. And the pool's kind of limited. I'm not sure if it's saltwater or chlorine. It is chilly. We dipped our toes in it the other day, but it would be very relaxing and refreshing. I guess their weather here has been just as hot as it has been other places, obviously, and humid. And so, yeah, it's just kind of like a little wading pool, not very big. The hot tub over there, it stays covered up, and you can uncover that. kind of nice, you know, that they have a solar cover on there to keep it nice and warm. But from talking with the folks there as well, it's not really that hot. It's more like bathwater hot than what you would think of a hot tub, you know, being like maybe like 101 or 102 or something like that. I'm not sure what public hot tubs are normally kept at, but yeah, so nice area here. They keep it clean, and got the glass and really a nice view all around for you to relax. No music going, so you definitely need to bring your own music, you know, with you when you come down, and that's good because you can choose. It won't be like Camp Margaritaville where the Jimmy Buffett is running rampant nonstop, and it almost gets kind of annoying after a while. You better be a Jimmy Buffett fan because you're definitely going to hear some that weekend. All right, so we're going to move on down the hill, and I'll show you the boat dock areas as well. Actually, yeah, Chrissy pointed out I need to kind of walk out there and show you the view from this platform as well. I should have did that while I was over there. Let me get this gate here secured. Oh, yeah, it's not. I thought it was like an automatic gate. All right, so let me walk over here. I'll show you the view. Now, those are condos down there, and this is a good opportunity to show you some of the area and show you the lake. Those are condos down there. We actually have friends that own one of those condos on the ground level. It is for sale, by the way. So if you watch this video and you're like, hey, I think I want that, you know, just get in contact with me. I'll let you get in contact with them. You got a guy down there fishing, and yeah, it's a neat community around here. Just everybody's laid back and very little drama. So we'll talk about that some more. All right, so we are making our way down to the lake level and where the boat slips are as well. And as you can see by these steps, once you go down the steps, babe, we'll kind of show like how steep this is. It is kind of funny. I mean, you couldn't do it probably any other way. You'd have to do like a zigzag, you know, like switchback, and they would lose quite a bit of, you know, realty, you know, and parking space up there. But yeah, switchback would have made it probably a little bit better. But yeah, I can't even imagine taking a boat down this. You better have the right truck to do that. And I think probably, well, you can't. There's no boat ramp down here, so you're going to have to bring your boat from somewhere else. You're going to have to get a boat ramp location. So there's no boat ramp down here. And really, this is just like for golf carts. We do bring the kayaks down here, so if you do have kayaks, you can drive down here and park. Ours being loaded up on top of the Armada, and us having to basically kind of assemble them. They're not simple kayaks, put it that way. It's just easier for us to portage them down here on the wheels, and so that's what we did. And we actually launched them from the far boat slip, or boat house, or whatever you want to call it, I'm not sure, the dock. This is dock 1 over here to the right. But the far dock is a little more open and not as tight with the superstructure of the covered area of the dock. And so we're going to walk all the way down, and we'll go out on the dock itself. So we're coming up on our friend's condo that is for sale, and it is absolutely beautiful inside. And yeah, so it's this unit right here, 1A on the ground level, and it's the entire section here. So it's several bedrooms, and I don't know all the details, so I don't want to. Yeah, 3 bedroom, 3 baths. Yeah, it's beautiful inside. You got this little patio area here, and then it's this whole ground level, and then you have access, you know, to basically rent one of the boat docks as well. And they had a large boat. They've sold that since, but you know, you can walk right out of your condo and get right on your boat and hit the lake, have a good old time. So that's kind of nice. We'll walk out here, give you guys a better view of the lake area with the houses and everything else. Watch your step. But this is where we actually came down as this one's more open than the others, and so it works out really good to launch your kayaks. I don't know of, I hope I'm not encouraging something that I shouldn't be, but I don't know of another location where you can get to the lake itself with like a kayak. And so I do apologize if I'm encouraging some behavior that they don't really condone, but this is actually what we did. We just utilized this and just slid the boats right off in there and got into them. Being that I'm not aware of another actual kayak launch, that would be a nice addition if you had like a kayak launch that has the floating ramps that you commonly see like those jet skis have over there. You know, that would be really nice to have something like that, but you can't have everything, but obviously you can get to the water. That's not a problem. And I'm just kind of showing their sign here and some of the amenities: lakefront luxury, 3-bedroom, 2 baths. So it must be 2 baths, babe. 3? Okay, that's 3. Yeah, so maybe theirs just has a bonus. The covered slips and obviously all of the campsites that they have, and the Lakeview pool, and then there's their address there, 256 Riviera Lane. So that kind of gives you all the details. And then Riviera Villas RV Resort.com, and I'll put that stuff up as well so that you'll have that available and be able to pause it on the video. But I'm gonna walk this way because I want to show you one other thing that they have that's kind of neat, that you can hang out if you want to get down to the water level and enjoy a coffee in the morning or some cold beverages in the evening. Then obviously you have that elevated area even up on the dock there that you can get up there. And I think, yeah, both the docks have those, so that's really nice. It's Sunday morning. I think everybody's partied out from last night. There was quite a bit of activity out here when we were out on the water yesterday, especially jet skis and boats going back and forth. It was rough, very rough out on the lake, so a lot of people were using this inlet to run their boats and stuff back and forth and do some tubing as well, because it was much calmer. But this is kind of good, being that we're out here videoing without a bunch of people maybe wondering why we're videoing. So, yep, very nice. All right, here we go up the hill. Little wily dog. He's having fun. He's not tired like us because he's been cooped up in the camper for a couple days. This hill is no joke. Like, it is crazy. And we were pulling our kayaks. They're like 60 pounds probably loaded down with everything. And yeah, he pulled her up the hill. But yeah, we got him up. It was just like a slow drag, especially after all day of being out on the lake. But it was a blast. I mean, we're really enjoying the Hobie boats. As I get winded here, I'm going to turn this off, and I'll meet you at the top of the hill. All right, so we are heading back up the hill, and starting to catch my breath a little bit. So I apologize if I'm panting, but yeah, these hills are no joke. So you can get a good workout while you're here. There's no doubt about that. But I want to show you as we make this turn and just talk about, like I had referred to, like drama. There's like zero drama here. Like very quiet. If you're someone that just likes like tranquility in the lake and just hanging out without a bunch of nonsense, because of the fact that there is so many full-timers here, there's a lot of people that are very respectful of this location, and also just they're aware of each other and their friends and whatnot. So this is definitely a great place to come. I've not seen any kids. Have you seen any kids? We've seen 0 kids the couple of days that we've been here. So nothing wrong with kids. Obviously we need them, but if you're also wanting a park that is, because of all the full-timers, and I think they even have an age restriction for full-timers. I'm not sure. You have to look into that. If you're in the Missouri area, I think there is an age restriction to even get a seasonal spot in here. So that kind of explains the lack of children. But you have to check also for just getting a spot and renting a spot, whether there's age restriction as well. So let me catch my breath some more. All right, so we are packing up the kayaks as we have a forecast of rain for the next 2 days, and didn't really want to pack these up in the rain. We leave on Wednesday, and Monday, Tuesday, it's 100% almost chance of rain for the entire day, so it's going to be a rainy mess. So I just wanted to show you guys, like, I have everything out kind of like drying. That's why everything is kind of laid out as it is, but I did want to show you kind of the organization or disorganization, however you want to determine it, of what it takes to like bring boats along with you. Definitely worth it, and in the big picture things, less work than if you had a big, you know, boat that you have to wax and insure and winterize. And I mean, the hours preparation and cleaning and maintaining of a big boat is just, you know, not something that I probably will ever want to do unless I had use of a boat pretty much every day. Definitely not as seasonal boats, but you know, each to their own when it comes to that stuff. But you know, this looks like a lot, but in the big picture of things, it's really not. And you know, we don't have to fuel these up, and there's just a whole bunch of different aspects to it. And for those of you that own boats, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I do have everything drying out, and we're getting ready to put them up on top of the Armada. And Wiley said he wanted to be in the picture, so we'll definitely include him. He's part of the equation as well in maintaining it. But there's the drives, the tires. We use 2 of these like flight bags, parachute bags, I think. They're like a military bag that I've utilized over the years for a lot of different things, including when I was in the service, in the Navy and the Army. And so they're good for organizing things. And so basically the rudders and the small gear go inside there, these straps, and then the tires and the Mirage drives go into the other bag. And then I utilize these baseball bat bags, basically just keep our fins from getting damaged, and also just to kind of keep them from damaging other things within the vehicle. So it definitely organizes them. Those bags over there actually are Brompton bicycles. And then these 2 bags right here, one of them is literally just for our pool floats, and then the other one has like our bicycle helmets and our transport bags for the Bromptons as well, which makes it really nice to go get groceries. So if you missed it, definitely check out the other video that we did, that we installed the lock racks up on top of the Armada, and they work out really good. So I'll get all this packed up, and I'll show you all of it packed up and put away and what it looks like then. So I'm not sure the amount of spots that are available for rent, but it's my idea that basically the majority of them is like from number 6, which is right here, number 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 is the one that we're in. So I do want to kind of walk out here, this being number 6 being the first one that you would have available to you as far as what view that you might have. So from here, from your camper, and I'm pretty sure this is the one that we had when we were here years ago, you can see the lake. And it's not going to be so much the case when you get to number 7, because you're going to be lower. And number 8, you're not going to be able to see the lake. So in my opinion, if I was to pick a spot, the one next to us is a permanent spot, that we know. It's a seasonal spot. So number 12 is a seasonal spot. I would pick like 7 or 11 would be the 2 spots that I would pick. And then all these spots up here, I don't know for sure, so don't take my word for it. I'm pretty sure they're all seasonal spots. And they do have a waiting list to get a seasonal spot. But you're going to want to check with them as well to find out what the availability is for those spots. So we'll continue to walk up the hill, and then we're going to show you some of the amenities. So we're walking up towards the office now, and we've never really spent any time up here at all. We didn't do laundry last time we were here. And of course we don't use the bathhouse, and we didn't the last time we were here as well. But we're gonna do some investigating here. Chrissy's gonna find out what's up there, if that's the bathhouse or the laundry, and then I'll just kind of walk around and kind of show you this area. They do have firewood available, so, and that is on an honor system. So if you take a bundle, you just let them know that that you've taken a bundle of wood. The check-in process, normally the way that it works, it's laundry. Okay, so that is the laundry in there. Is normally, especially if it's after hours, but we are here at 2 o'clock, which was the check-in time. They basically just have you get your site information and the packet, welcome packet, and you just get it out of this box and you just go down to your spot. And so firewood at this time, this is 2024, is $5, and then ice is $3.50, and the 20-pound ice is $8. And you just write your name on an envelope and put it there in the box. So this area over here is an area where if you were to bring a couple vehicles, I guess you can let them know or tell them that you have a boat trailer that you need to drop off. So this is kind of like the overflow, or if you had like a dolly or something like that. So if you noticed though, those sites that they have here, they're not very long. So you're really going to want to pay attention before you get excited about coming here about what type of RV that you have and what the length restrictions are. We're only 23 foot, but I could see like if you had like a big fifth wheel, you definitely want to check into that, or a big Class A, a really long Class A, because there is some like elevation challenges too, just leaving the aprons of the spots as well. Now one thing that we do in the morning to spin you around here is we do take a walk out this way. And I think that's what little Wiley dog's wanting to do, is take a walk down that way. He likes walking. This is like the main road this goes out to the main road, I should say. And this is all like private residence over here across the road. But out this way is a wooded lane, two car wide lane that is not very traveled. And it's really nice. I mean, you can just walk out here and it stays pretty cool during the day and get a little bit of exercise. And you can see a lot of the folks that live here utilize this for that purposes as well. And they try to keep an eye on how fast people are rolling through here. I think they even post the speed limit to be like 15 miles per hour. So fairly safe, and you can hear cars coming. But this is kind of the extent. I kind of point that out because this is kind of the extent of what you would maybe think of as like a campground having like walking paths, or a nature walk or something like that. Kind of what we showed you is kind of the extent of where you're going to be walking and visiting while you're here, and the extent of your travels unless you get in your vehicle and leave the property.
Grocery store's about 5 minutes away.
Yeah, the grocery store, yeah, good point. There's a Woods grocery store that's about 5 minutes away, and we didn't test it while we were here, but there is several places that will DoorDash, including a liquor store that will DoorDash beer and groceries to you. Now Woods won't, but there's another one that will, and so you want to check that out, the details of that. So if you do get here and you get settled in and you don't want to leave, you can always take advantage of that as well. But I did want to kind of make this turn here. And can you think of anything else, Chrissy, that we need to?
No, I did see it was advertised. They did have a playground.
Yeah, they do say that there's a playground. We have not been down to that playground. It's down that gravel road. Maybe we'll walk down that way. Here comes the car now. Maybe we'll walk down that way and show you guys. But obviously that's not something of our interest at all. But I did want to show you kind of how this road goes down through here. And yeah. So I think we'll be showing you some more. I'm sure I'll think of something else that we want to talk about, but we really do enjoy it, and I definitely recommend this location as well. So yeah, the really nice thing about these pads are that they're all concrete, so you don't have any like loose gravel immediately outside your door, or sand for that matter. As we know, we've dealt with sand quite a bit, so it's easy to keep your place blown off and clean, and then no worries like when it rains as far as getting muddy. And then a lot of people do have like these little gates as well to keep your dog in, so that's pretty easy to do, especially with all the concrete space as well. So yep. The other thing that they have that's really slick is the fact that in the areas where you would think maybe there would be grass, they do have the AstroTurf. And so as you can see, this one right here has quite a bit of that. But all these spots down here have a good amount of AstroTurf, and that's pretty nice, you know, to have that as well. Some of those spots down the lanes don't have that. And so these being a change of elevation, they're a little more private than the other ones. And so like this one right here that I'm showing you is site 17, and then the next one is site 18. Of course, if you were going to be renting one of these as a seasonal, and there was some availability, I imagine you'd probably travel here before you put a deposit down. But maybe this would be helpful for you. You know, just kind of get an idea if this is a place that you want to come visit, and to put a deposit down and become a seasonal person. So yeah, that's the purpose of this video, and also just to visit to rent and stay, you know, for the weekend and have a good time. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of more videos in the future. We are going to be doing some more modifications to the Air.stream. That'll be the next video, probably talking about our fridge and some of the challenges that we had with our Nova Cool fridge will probably be the next video. And then the next one after that will be the touchscreen 70 with the Servo GX Mark II install as well, and some of the things that we're going to be doing with that initially before we install the Victron Energy charger converter. So all right, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care and be safe. Get out there and have some fun.